Yep, got the fish on the wall. I'm underground here in the fish room. So,
Boy.
yeah. I don't know if you guys want to take a seat or not, but we'll kind of get started with the interview. What are you guys up to today?
Just a regular day. We were waiting on you, and then we're going to.
Oh, tell him you bought tickets to something.
Oh,
Here.
we've never been to a concert, and we just bought tickets to a Beach Boys concert
Really?
in
Right.
Williamsburg.
Yeah, I see that they're still touring. I see them pop up a lot on my emails and stuff. Oh, that's fun. When is it?
Mid-July.
Mid-July? Gotcha.
I mean June.
Just June.
So that's your first concert, huh?
To be mine, I've
I
never
don't
been to a concert.
I don't think.
Neat. All right. Well, tell us a little bit, just a minute recap of what you guys are about and what you do, what you did, kind of background, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, what I did.
Well, I spent 30 years as a teacher and a mother of four, and we've been married this summer 50 years.
Nice. Awesome.
Yes. And so I worked at a paper mill and I was there for 37 years until it shut down. And so,
Gotcha.
and I've been married for 50 years too.
Nice. And what else did you do? You were talking about digging and stuff like that.
Oh, you want to know a little bit about extracurricular activities?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got involved in 1999 in a joint archaeological society of Virginia chapter and did dug at Cactus Hill, just one of the famous ones, and different places over the years. And most time I just went to meetings. I didn't because I was still working and stuff. And then once I
Uh-huh.
left the job, then I got into a whole lot more. I went through certification and then became a vice president and then became a president of the chapter. And
Gotcha.
that's
Nice.
where, all right.
And now last week you guys were baking hundreds of rolls, right?
We bake and cook all the time.
Oh, yeah.
We feed a lot of people. We feed his brother and friends, and every
Yeah.
time somebody comes, like, "Oh, would you like a frozen bag of or a bag?" So yeah,
Yeah.
sort of our thing.
Right. Yeah. I got, the farmette I've got up there close
Yeah,
to
yeah.
and stuff, which is that's an actual site. It's a double site, historical and prehistoric site.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to highlight kind of your improvements, Wayne. We've come a long way. Like the title suggests, I labeled this your hurts, right? We had when we first started. Um, I was on in vacation in Oregon and we did a online FaceTime call. And as soon as we started that call, I think I did not stop writing because all the kind of pains you guys were giving me, hurts, limitations, and we even did some movements, right, where we started with a squat. And there was a lot of moaning and groaning, and we probably should have recorded it just to show everybody how you were moving. And then we also did like a shoulder test where you lifted your shoulder, right? And
So,
I
Yeah.
think your mobility was pretty restricted as well. I remember you not being able to really lift up past your shoulder height, if I remember. Uh,
Right. When you're going back. Yeah.
yeah, without some groans in there as well. So
It's just it's stretching all the tendons and stuff and getting stuff back, getting more mobile now.
yeah, yeah.
And we
So
also
you've
work
come a
on it.
long way.
Yes.
What were you gonna say?
when we met you, we were pretty desperate. He couldn't go up and down stairs in any kind of a normal way and was always afraid.
Yeah,
And I almost thought we were going to have to buy one of those chair things that runs on the track.
yeah,
And he couldn't get out of a chair. And he
No.
was he kept saying, if it's going to be like this, then I don't want to keep living.
yeah,
And then we met you.
yeah. Oh, well, thank you. And that's one of the things I was gonna get to. And I think it's pretty impressive that you've put in the work because I think a lot of people, and I don't doubt these people for doing this, but I think we're quick to taking medicine. We're quick to looking for a quick fix, detox, whatever, right? To try to fix everything. And you guys maybe have tried some of those things. But what one thing we have to remember is we got ourselves here and we have to kind of get ourselves out of that. You spent a lot of time, like you talked about, doing steel work, right? And it's a lot of repetitive movements. And nowadays, I don't think people do that stuff, right? They're not as tough as you were, Wayne. I think a lot of people are now on their laptops, hunched over all day.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's
but we
bad.
but we have to remember we spent every day kind of getting ourselves in that situation. So we have to give ourselves a little grace and some time to get ourselves out of that, right? And we have to reverse some of the maybe damage or pain that we caused ourselves. So you've done a good job in doing that, and we'll talk about that in a second. But kind of tell us what you were going through before we started. Like, how do you think you got yourself uh, to a point where you had a lot of hurts, and what was kind of going on with your situation?
What was going on over a few years and stuff in it. This one major event is uh I had a fall. It was on an archaeological site.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and didn't think anything of it. And then from the fall, and about 4 months later, I started having pain around my ribs. Yeah, the doctor went to the doctor about that and checked with that. At the same time, I was getting a hernia operation.
Mm.
I went through about three of those in about 5 years. And so I kept losing my strength. But he says I got to live with the pain in my back and stuff. So that's been about 7 years ago now.
Gotcha.
And
Then
it's
your foot in the
the
hole
stuff.
too.
Mhm.
Remember when you,
I've got to get, yeah, and then plus that, and then the biggest part, the major ones, when I was doing some digging in Lost Colony and moving a tent around for people to be in the shade to dig and so forth, I missed the ground level and hit the hole where they were digging at, and it twisted my back,
Yeah.
and so caught vertebrae and three bulged discs, and so after that, things really started to get worse. And being at home, I'd have to hold on to the walls just to walk down the
Yeah.
hallway. And so it got really bad. So I went to the doctor, and so they went through physical therapy and started doing that for 6 months. And as I was doing some exercises at home, and they were told me to do, and I felt it pop back in place. So that got back in place, but then everything had been out of whack for like 6 months then, and all the nerves and everything's going crazy. And then in between all that, then I got arthritis in my right foot. And so I had to deal with that. And I also had bone loss and so forth. I had to go through infusions and stuff to build my bone back up so I wouldn't, next time I fall, I wouldn't break something.
Yeah.
So that's the point where I'm at. And it's relieved, the stretching and stuff has relieved the pain on the right side in the ribs, pretty much. The left
Yeah.
side, I'm still working on that.
Yeah.
Is that good
I think
enough?
Yeah, no, that's good. And to be honest, what I was going to say in the beginning is I didn't think we were going to work together. I remember the first time you stepped into your, let's see, it would be sister-in-law and brother-in-law,
Uh,
brother-in-law's place. I was training them online, and you had a look on your face like, "What the heck are you guys doing? Listening to this guy on the computer and working out at your house there in Pittsburgh, right?" And here we are in Virginia training. So I think it's pretty cool that you've been able to fix some of those pains and feel better. I think one of the best compliments I got from you guys was like you said, Mary, your kids had said their dad has given up and now he's kind of has a new life. So that meant a lot to me. Um, and just to see you now squat, right? You're squatting without any pain. Really, you said you've for the first time in years, the some of the pains, the nerves, right, have gone away
gone
consistently.
away.
People at church have made comments. I see your posture improve. You're
He
now,
walks fluidly, walks in a normal
yeah,
pattern.
yeah,
Most of it still has stiff times, but yes.
And sometimes that's a sciatic nerve, want to try
yeah,
to get in there and stuff. And I got to do some, during the day and stuff. Every day I'll do something, swinging my legs, or I'll squat down, I'll touch the floor. I do all that, every day. And
yeah.
before I get out of bed in the morning, pull my knees back and stretch everything, and swing my legs around and feed and stuff. So just get everything loosened up.
No medication. He's learning to do it through your guidance.
That's great. And I think when we first started, you were helping him a lot, Mary, and we took a lot of time just to actually get our stuff set up, right? We were doing a lot of stretching, just learning how to walk properly, really basic stuff, but it's important things. And now we're incorporating weights. You guys are lifting, you guys are getting stronger weekly. Wayne is now coaching.
I can tell it's starting to build up a little bit.
Yeah. Wayne is now coaching Mary, right? He's the drill sergeant telling
Yes,
her what to do. So, yeah, we've come a long way. So I just wanted to share that with people. Do you guys have anything else to add, like any other improvements? Or I kind of want to know why did you decide to do this, Wayne? And also, you take the initiative upon yourself. I never told you to do this, but we only meet once a week, right?
That's
Amen.
correct.
That's what we decided on. And you decide to do these movements every single day. So whatever we do, you guys write it down and then you
And writing
keep
it
doing
down.
it. Yeah, multiple pages.
Many pages and keeping track and
Yeah. And that's kind of like the ultimate like successful client for me. And it's not to fault it. There's actually studies showing that if you are with a coach or something, you have a way better chance of succeeding. But that's to say that you guys put in the work, right? And you guys are doing this on your off time, and that's rare, right? Because usually people have to be held accountable, but you guys are doing it on your off time. And even before we log in, you're warming up and doing your stuff. So I want to kind of know why are you doing that? What caused you to start doing that?
because it's working.
Yes, because
Working.
it's making everything much better
Starting
and
just with the
stuff.
stretching, it's
Yeah.
like, wow, that felt good. And then
Right. And in the beginning and stuff and all, I was probably doing too much and stuff, and so I had to learn to cut back on the number of days I was doing it,
Certain
and give my body time to
Yeah.
recuperate and stuff, and that really worked when I was
Great.
doing that.
we practice balance too. When the two of us realized we didn't have any balance, I mean, there's so many things that as we're like, oh, we didn't realize we couldn't do that. Oh, now we can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And my hip doesn't like me twisting it, like a crank and stuff. That's why the stairs, I think, is so, because I'm doing the cranking. It's not like walking regular. You're not really cranking, you're just moving your feet. But you start
Yeah.
you're doing this. And that's I'm trying to build that up some more.
Good.
So yeah.
Were you going to say something, Mary?
Wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Good. Anything else to add? That's kind of what I wanted to go through. Just what we've been doing, what we've been able to kind of accomplish, right? And I think you've had like one of the fastest improvements, Wayne, that I've seen, and that's because you've put in the work every day. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's either to determine or give up. What do you do?
Yeah.
A lot of people give up.
A
but
lot
you've
of
been
people,
determined.
think they retire and you're supposed to sit on the porch and in a rocking chair, and that's why they didn't live long. They just
Yeah.
put over.
Also, he's complimented how you've taken time to look at him and adapt. And we've noticed that you're good at picking the things that later he says, well, I needed to pull that or something, that I needed to stretch that. So compliments back in that you found the things that we needed and adapted as we needed adapted.
Great.
So it's been great. Thank you. Thank you.
So now you guys are doing what? You're growing vegetables.
We've been gardening.
Yep.
We just
Cool.
try all kinds of things. We want to enjoy every day. We all have limited time and we want to enjoy every day. And we're going to go to our first concert.
Yes.
Nice.
Starts this year.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing. That's pretty much it. If you guys don't have anything else to add,
I appreciate everything you're doing.
thank you. And we'll
Yeah.
see you guys Monday. And
Yes.
hopefully this inspires other people to get moving as well and take initiative because you can change your life around
We can.
even if you're in immense pain like
Yes,
I
just
saw
have to be committed. You have to be committed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we work hard too on the nutrition side too to make sure that I'm giving him things that are the good foods that will help his body be strong and healthy too.
Yeah, and that's just as important. Like we said in the beginning, um, you could get yourself in trouble sometimes, and it takes repetitive patterns to kind of get in trouble, but you could also reverse yourself out of that. And by eating well, that definitely helps.
That's
So,
yes.
yeah. Well, thank you guys for taking the time, and
And
we will
No
see you
problem.
we hope
Monday.
everybody who sees will be inspired to give it a try.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see
Take
you guys.
care.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.